Yo, what's going on guys? Impu here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing my experience trying out different pro light players' controller sensitivities. To keep things transparent, I didn't copy their sensitivities exactly, I simply took aspects from theirs and adapted them to my own. The two players that inspired me to make this video are Stu J from Team Envy and Grad from Team SSG. Both of these players are the only controller players on their teams and are both light players. On top of that, both players qualified for the major. Congratulations to them, and links to their Twitch channels can be found in the bio. Now to dive into their sensitivities. To start us off, Grad uses 400-400 with a 56% ADS multiplier and an 18% scoped. He has focal length sensitivity scaling off, uses no boosts, and has a linear curve. To me, this sense feels extremely slow, and that's because he doesn't use any boosts. I've been using 220 horizontal boosts since about Season 2. Stu J uses a very similar sensitivity. He uses 400-400, a 50% ADS, focal length on, no boosts, and a linear response curve. The gameplay you're seeing in the background uses a low sense similar to theirs shown on the screen. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, or even both. There are only two differences in these players' sensitivities: focal length sensitivity scaling and their scope sense multiplier. Focal length scaling and ADS multipliers both influence how your aim feels when sighting in. What can be gathered from comparing these two light players is that they play the game slowly and precisely. Their sensitivities are not built to move around like Uni, one of the best MK lights. They are built to post up in the right spot and make use of their incredible tracking. It is solidly agreed upon that having a lower sense on controller makes it easier to track and aim at the sacrifice of movement speed. After hearing this, controller players might be wondering, why not use boosts to make moving faster, combined with a low ADS multiplier to help with tracking? Well, I find that that's a good strategy, and that's actually how I normally play the game. But it does come with one drawback: your hip-fire aim. When I use boosts and my higher than average sense, the weakest part of my game is when I have to get up close and personal. Having a lower sense helps you stay consistent when firing from the hip, and also allows you to make greater use of the target tracking aspect of aim assist. The only drawback I found from using a lower sense, like these two pros, is feeling helpless when caught out of position. So if you want to try out a low sense, make sure to really focus on knowing where the enemies are generally before you push, and make use of your team engaging to get your damage in from the sidelines. Sensitivities can also come down to playstyle. Players like Grad and Stu J use guns that are good for beaming. If you play the Matter, the Double Barrel, Throwing Knives, the Model on medium, SA-12 on heavy, you'll find yourself struggling to keep up with the lower sensitivity. For the rest of this video, you can enjoy gameplay from when I tested out this sense and compare it to your own or my other gameplay videos to see how it helps or holds me back before you consider making a switch. Peace out, guys.